Hello, it is Wednesday, August 7th, 2024. I'm Chris Remo, and welcome back to the New York Times Crossword Daily Solve. It's a Wednesday crossword, so it's time for a midweek, mid-difficulty themed puzzle. And this midweek, mid-difficulty themed edition of the Daily Solve has been brought to us by Adam and Annette Noble, Noah Bazanson, and, as always, the indomitable Showmaster, the incorrigible Sheeler Beeler, and the indefinable Charlie Paget. Thank you so much to the five of them. They're benefactors of the Daily Solve Patreon campaign, which means they support this channel. They make it a sustainable part of my daily work, and for that, I'm very grateful. Thank you to them and to everybody who's a patron of the channel at any level via the Patreon campaign. If you'd like to join them, you can head to patreon.com/dailysolve or click the description field link. You'll find there the bonus videos available to patrons, and for benefactors, the Let's Check the Crosses official Daily Solve mug. Thank you so much again to everybody who supports the channel that way. Thanks as well if you subscribe on YouTube, which is a big help. You can also join the Daily Solve Discord chat server. Nice friendly chat community over there, also linked in the description field. And with that, don't have too much time today, so let's get right on to the crossword by Megan Morris, who's constructed a small handful of puzzles for the New York Times. Welcome back to her, and it was edited once again by Joel Faliano. Midweek puzzle, it will have a theme. Let's find out what it is, and let's start solving. Right, okay, this is complicated. A rhyme of 49 across, but not a homophone of 19 across. Do we think this is part of the theme or just a complex compound clue? So rhyme of 49 across, which is uneven. Uneven. A slant or something. I don't know offhand. Not even uneven, odd. And then what was it with regard to 19 across? But not a homophone of 19 across. Main branch of a tree. The trunk? Main branch. A limb, a bough. I don't think it's a trunk because that's not, you wouldn't really call that a main branch necessarily. I don't think you'd call it that. Main branch. Bough is the only thing I can think of that would actually fit in 5 letters because limb wouldn't. And by that I mean this word. Does that help me? Sorry, I forget all the parts of this. Not a homophone of 19. I know that, right. So not a homophone of bow. So that would mean the fact that it's not a homophone means it looks as though it might be one, but in fact it isn't. So what's this? Uneven could be rough because that looks as though it might be pronounced the same. You could imagine if you've been taught that rough is pronounced this way and you're an English language learner, you might say, oh, well, this is buff. Or similarly, if you learn this as bow, you might look at this and then think, oh, well, this must be row. And of course, neither of those is correct because English is a language absolutely packed with that kind of exception. Rhyme. Uneven, rough, right. So, okay, so rhyme of rough, but not buff. Because, right, so actually this follows exactly the example I was saying. So it rhymes with rough, but it's not a homophone of this, which you could imagine being pronounced buff if you were applying the same OUGH rule. Okay, I think we've managed to work our way bit by bit to the answer. Well, let's look and see if the crosses work. To put in an offer would be to bid on something. Avail is to use, to put it to avail, to use it, to avail yourself of it. I think that's probably right. Sorry, I'm just going back to this because I'm wondering if it's part of the theme or if it's just a funny little 3-part kind of tripartite clue. I don't know. Exerciser's target. You might be trying to trim down some flab. And a classic accessory for Humphrey Bogart, a fedora, which of course would have been not uncommon for men during the time when Humphrey Bogart was a big film star. Okay, key that might be part of a chain, an aisle. So key and chain in the sense of, an island chain, not keys to open a door. All right, take a break would be to rest, I would think. Remedies for missed turns, U-turns. If you missed your turn, you might turn around with a U-turn. If one keeps at it, one keeps at. Dogs, if I'm really dogging you, I'm keeping at you. I think that works. You're kind of hounding someone. It's funny that dog and hound are both verbs in that sense. Olay competitor. So that's makeup, I think. So in this context, so what might that be? I'm not sure. Customer service worker. Maybe it's not dogs. Maybe it's nags, which is another animal, strangely, because I don't actually know if that crosses with anything here, but this just didn't look good with an O. Customer service worker. Admin? Not really. Does that help with this? Olay competitor. Oh, Neva or something like that? I'm sure that's not quite right. Many a Gilbert and Sullivan work. Light opera? That was what they were famous for, Gilbert and Sullivan. You know, the Pirates of Penzance, etc. The Mikado. Park in NYC, e.g. Park in NYC, e.g. So, it's abbreviated. It's abbreviated. Because it definitely is, because we have two, it's very clear we have two different abbreviations in here. So I think that's really hammering home that the answer will also be an abbreviation. So it could be the abbreviation of a park. The first thing that popped out of my mind was MSG for Madison Square Gardens, but of course that's not actually a park. That's a venue. Its name just kind of sounds like it might be a park, but it isn't. I don't know. On the blank. Well, with an L and three letters, on the lam. If you're making an escape, if you're fleeing justice, perhaps you're on the lam. So park could be someone. No, it's not going to be someone's name because it's an abbreviation. Oh, Park Avenue. Park is one of the avenues, one of the kind of uptown, downtown spanning streets of New York City in Manhattan in this case. So Park Avenue. That'll be it. All right. So OLED. Oh, Nivea. Is that this might have been what I was thinking of. Nivea or Nivea. I definitely recognize that makeup brand, cosmetics brand. I'm sure that's right. Untruthful is mendacious, maybe? It fits. Let's see. Yes, a customer service worker is an agent. I don't know why that didn't pop to mind immediately. Lots could be a ton, a high number of something. It gets baked. A donut, maybe? No, donuts are fried. Maybe it's just dough. You bake dough to make bread or any number of other things. Okay, well, I think that's probably it. Native Coloradans. The Utes. Wouldn't be surprised if the Utes were present in Colorado. Let's try that and see. Yes, if you're not on board with something, you're anti it. You're against it. Sorry. So this is a Native American people. That's what we're putting in there. Pooch could be a doggy. There we go. We could be. I was going to say eeny. It could be eensy actually. Kind of a cute word for small. It'll certainly be an N. Let's finish off this corner first, though. Oh, it's another one of these. Okay, so maybe it is a theme. Right. Oh, okay, yes. And here okay, it must be. Oh, is it going to be dough and doff? No. Yes, dough, and then this will be doff, I bet. And then this will be, can I guess it without looking at the clue? It'll be something OFF. I guess it could be anything. It could be toff or, well, I don't know. Actually, what else ends in OFF? Well, I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, let's look at this and find out. Attention-getting sound. Oh, a cough. Oh, I didn't. No, okay, right. I should have noticed it was 5 letters, not 4. That was silly. It's this. And then the off part, the OFF is up here. I've kind of forgot how this worked. Okay, well, there we go. So yes, the attention-getting sound is a cough. And then here we have what gets baked is dough. And then we have the kind of rhyme, but not homophone here. And we have doff. Very good. So we have a nice, a linguistic theme that is consistent with itself and with the way it deploys this very inconsistent element of the English language. All right. Conversely, in a text, on the other hand, not to, so fro, so here and there, to and fro, hither and yon, so on. It doesn't say hot for long. It doesn't stay hot for long. Not sure. Spaniards, other, otro. It doesn't stay hot for long. What does that mean? It doesn't stay hot for long. I don't know. I mean, the problem with Spanish is I'm never quite sure. I need to learn more Spanish. This could be otra as well, I would think. Serves you, or maybe it just is. Maybe it is otra, always. I don't know. Serves you right. Good. So it doesn't stay, it doesn't stay hot for long as a fad. Something that is briefly but extremely popular and then fades away. Okay, so it is otra. There we go. Good. All right, so other. Evaluate for purity would be to assay. So you could assay, I don't know, metal ore or something like that to test it. Insurer with an avian mascot. Oh, Aflac, which has a duck mascot, which I think sort of says Aflac as though it's a quacking sound, if I recall correctly. Marshland could be fen, so kind of bog land, that kind of thing. Marshes. Take care of would be to see to a task or a person. Real mess would be a snafu from U.S. military slang. Situation normal, all fouled up, or something stronger than fouled. And field for grazing would be a lee. So meadow, field for grazing. Gun regulating group is ATF, that's the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms in the United States. And Blank Choice, Sophie's Choice, is a film. So actually, it might be a book as well. I'm actually not sure about that off the top of my head, but I think that's the case. Like Plan B for short, that's medication that is sold over the counter, OTC, for medication that doesn't require a prescription. What is this? 29 down. Rhyme of 29. Oh, it's another one of these. Great. So, though, it looks like. Rhyme of 21 across. Dough rhymes with though. Yes. Oh, wait. No, that doesn't fit, actually. Okay. Is this going to be through? Yes, by way of is through. So what's this then? What am I by way of through? Rhyme of 21 across, but not a homophone of 43 across. Sorry, I don't see what it is. Sounds of sympathies. Ahs. What is this? Everglades waiter, a heron. This doesn't look... What am I doing wrong? This looks wrong. Heron is definitely a wading bird. I mean, I'm sure that's right. So here we have exclamation of understanding. Oh, there we go. That's what I need. That's the sensation I want about this that I don't currently have. Subject taught by Fulbright scholars. Fulbright scholars go to, they study in other countries. They're studying, and then they'll teach English to students in those other countries as they study the foreign language. So, well, relative to them anyway, foreign. Subject, so that's English, and then... What? Oh, it's throw. Oh, it's throw. It's throw. Sorry. Okay. That's what it is. Do, throw. Because it's not a homophone of 43 across. It's a rhyme of 21 across. It's a rhyme of do. My brain completely failed me on that. So throw, of course, makes perfect sense. Do, throw, through. Okay. There we go. So here we have leader who wrote The Discovery of India. Nehru, probably. Let's just check the crosses on that. Another sheep pun, you gotta be kidding. And shade. A hat? I don't know. ICU staffers are RNs, registered nurses, I would think. And if one totally shifted the momentum of one, okay, you swung the balance. You totally shifted the momentum of it in, I don't know, an election or something. Who boy could be yeesh, and then we do have intsy there for we, and then, a shade of a color, of course, is a hue. There we go. That's perfectly reasonable. So that is Nehru. There we go. Great. Indian leader. And then leaves out, omits, I guess. Oh, this doesn't look right. Serious workplace problem for short. Oh, no, it is. It's an HR something. So it's a human resources violation or complaint or something like that. I'm not sure. The Pacific Rim, there we go, geological clue. And then apply as sunscreen to rub on. Corkscrew-shaped pasta would be not rotini. Can't think. Stay away from would be... Maybe this isn't rub on. Is there something else this could be? Apply as sunscreen. Now we'll come back to it. More timid. Something, or mouseier. Yes, mouses are often used metaphorically. People often describe that way to describe timidity. Denver to Omaha direction. Oof. So Denver, Colorado to Omaha, Nebraska. I wouldn't even have guessed it was north, to be totally honest with you. Oh, no, I guess it makes sense that it would be. Because it's Nebraska on the border, I think. Oof, my geography in this region is terrible. North by northeast, maybe? I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. Blank is very agreeable, but the bad thing is that it goes on 24 hours a day. Time. Gabriel Garcia Marquez. That's very good. So east by northeast, this will be. So serious workplace problem for short is an HR issue. That's what it is. So what is this? This looks weird. Stay away from. Okay, so rub must be wrong. Stay away from corkscrew-shaped pasta. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just not sure about that zone. Leopard's spot. Place. Lieu, in your place, in your stead. In lieu of you, maybe. In place of you, in lieu of you. Could be. Memo line in regards to a particular subject that you'll have listed. Oh, we never finished this. It's because I was never clued about this. These all interlink. Oh, that's really interesting. Because what was it? Buff, bow, rough. Yeah, they overlap. So we had buff that used rough before, but here then we have a rhyme that also overlaps. This is very clever. So uneven, no, it's not uneven. It's rhyme of 43 across. So through, rue, because it rhymes with through, but not rough, even though if you pronounced rough the same way you pronounce through, it would look like rue, which is what this rhymes with. There we go. Or, no, which is what it doesn't rhyme with, sorry. No, that's what it does. Sorry, I'm losing my mind. I think you understand what's going on, even though I can't quite keep it together as I'm speaking it aloud. So what's a leopard spot? Oh, it's a lair, maybe? Oh, fusilli. Fusilli is corkscrew-shaped pasta. This isn't time, it's fame. Right, okay, also good. Those are both pretty decent statements, actually. Time works well here as well, but obviously the actual quote is fame. Fame is very agreeable, but the bad thing is that it goes on 24 hours a day. Well, that certainly would be true as well. I think fewer of us maybe relate to that. Okay, fusilli. Apply as sunscreen is rub on. Oh, stay away from is abstain. Okay, so what did I have wrong? I guess I just didn't... Oh, it's because I had the I here. That was what it was. Okay, so the leopard spot is the lair. Right, okay, so that's all fine. Let's move on. So I think that means we'll have one more of these theme clues here. Yes. Rhyme of 19 across, so rhyme of bow, but not a homophone of cough. So that'll be cow, right? Cow, because it rhymes with bow, not cough, but it looks like it might rhyme with cough. Okay, that's what it is. Communicate like a sphinx. Tell riddles or just sort of stare in a mysterious manner? I don't know. Brownish pear. Well, there's certainly a pear called a Bosch, maybe. BOSC is certainly how it's spelled. It might be brownish. Unfair outcome, informally a bad something? No, because here we have once more unto the breach, my friends. A little tiny excerpt of Shakespeare there. And unfair outcome informally. Oh, a bum. No, not a bum rap. That's not long enough. A pop star might go by this. Might go by one name, like Madonna, for instance, that kind of thing. Used as a platform. Stood on? There we go. And that works literally or figuratively. You could quite literally stand on something and use it as a platform, or you could stand on something in the sense of holding a particular policy platform, and you're standing on that as your platform. Holding a policy position, I mean. Communicate like a sphinx. Oh, meow, meow, like a sphinx cat. Okay, fair enough. And then please is God no, you might say. Please don't even try. Conditional words. Ons? Clothing, colloquially. Threads. Oh, conditional or, this or that. It's conditional on some factor. Island country that's 24 hours ahead of its closest neighbor. Oh, that's funny, because it's right near the international date line, presumably. So Samoa. Fascinating. So strange. So an unfair outcome is a bum deal. Okay, I was on the right track with bum rap, but slightly different. To give someone something for a time would be to lend it to them, and then if you're heavy-hearted, you're sad, and there we go. And that was the Wednesday crossword. Let's look at our I really enjoyed this theme. I think that's very clever. And I particularly appreciate the way it overlapped with itself, which I think really hammers home the inconsistency and strange intricacy, I suppose, of this particular category of English pronunciation. So we have buff, which rhymes with rough but not bow. We have doff, which rhymes with cough but not dough. We have, oh boy, where are the rest of them? Oh, maybe I should just look in here. We have cow, which rhymes with bow but not cough. We have rue, which rhymes with, through but not rough. And I think there's one more in the downs. Yes, we have throw, which rhymes with dough but not through. Very good. I really, really enjoyed that. I think that was very clever. And it was nice starting to get the sense of a theme and not being sure, is this the theme of the puzzle or just a funny clue? And then as we saw more, we realized, yes, this is threaded all throughout the puzzle. And actually, we have a puzzle symmetrical about a vertical axis, not radially symmetrical. And I suppose that works to help us create this kind of crisscrossing pattern of these throughout the grid. Very nice. I really like that. Well done to Megan Morris. Hope you enjoyed it as well. I'll be back tomorrow for the Thursday puzzle with some kind of interesting or intricate theme. Join me for that. But until then, please do have an excellent remainder of your Wednesday. Take care.